Okay, what we have here, of course, that we're looking at is this is typical to everyone. Is they trap water in their backyards, and they're unable to flow out to the street. Where they should be flowing out. You can see that the rock walls is leaning, and all the erosion patchwork that's been done. You can see also up by the house, the sidewalk. Again, erosion, water settling, and therefore put together with like a caulking of some sort, for filling cracks. But erosion and standing water, it continues to be an issue here, even on the mountain, due to, grade. Here we have lots of mounding. You can see the patchwork on the rock walls. As a matter of fact, here you can see, I don't know if that can't be a footing. I hope not. I'm sure with the wall being lower, there's got to be another wall. Well, maybe not. But this dry bed, of course, it works. But the whole backyard is an issue long term. We do have a balcony, which is super cool. The architecture of the house is super cool. We probably want to make that balcony more functional. And then, of course, it appears that the water comes up to the house. It looks like everything slopes back towards the house, which makes sense, but is definitely not the way to handle the grade for drainage properly. The whole wall has erosion and patchwork done on it. The mounding, of course, used to be popular, back in the early 90s, I guess. But of course, those create blockage, and then water follows a path of least resistance. We do have an awesome view of the city downtown. We also have awesome view of Juarez and the mountains over there. So we want to create a space, that they are able to enjoy that, not only at the balcony area, but also at the ground level. The pool, of course, is going to be remodeled, renovated, making it up to date. The whole house, elevations and style, we want to make it current, so that it'll be timeless for the next 100 years. Being that this is an old pool, it looks like it doesn't meet diving safety parameters. It might. It looks wide enough. I don't know what the slope is, but it doesn't look like it slopes correctly. You can see the drain, but you can see all the dirt that continues to go past the drain, which tells me that it doesn't come back up or level. It slopes all the way back. It does have two skimmers, surprisingly. Of course, they've been repaired, looks like maybe once or more times. They could be on the right side, but the returns are also on the same side, which means there's no water pushing towards the skimmer, which is kind of weird. We do have the street that continues to shine, into the second story of the house. So privacy or preventing that from happening is a concern. We could probably do with foliage. We talked about fencing. Channel drains are great, kind of. Here, of course, I've seen this dry bed in action, which is good, but you still have, and it's a nice big one. But I have to see if, for some, of course, everything drains to the tennis court. Here you can see, again, yard is sloping back. You have this mound, of course, for purpose, which means that it's trying to keep the water here, but of course rainwater is dropping everywhere. Water, of course, hits here, comes back towards the house and erodes the foundation. You can see the standing water here. You can see there's very low threshold. And then over here on this side, you can see it's also, water soaking up where the aggregate is being exposed on the brick, which over time that's not good. I'm sure it's got to be doing damage on the interior. And of course, it's never the homeowner's fault. They have to trust somebody. This property's been here for a long time, of course, so it's still, looks great. But if you're going to do anything, all these items should be addressed. Of course, it's a lot of work and, a lot of money. But, 10 years from now, this house will be $1 million plus. So we want to, kind of remedy the best we can. You can see this is also totally unsafe. The metal edging sticking up like that. Of course, they probably put it that way so that the grass doesn't get flooded and rot. But especially because all the mounding is sending it that way. It's ideal to put it in the grass, but as long as it's permeating. So, this flagstone, of course, is, nasty. It looks like it's had standing water or been sealed and damaged. The pergola, not ideal. Look at this, probably hit your head coming through here. We do want to create a space that we can get access to the back over there and in the mountain area and create kind of a sitting space. That would be ideal for our client. So we want to add steps there. Here you can see one of the worst things that we tell everybody to not do is to put concrete wall to wall. Of course, the functionality is ideal, but water gets trapped. Water erodes everything, damages everything. Water's the grass' best friend and everything else's worst enemy. A lot of patchwork. Oh, here you can see an actual spot of the rock wall. Probably because that mortar bed fell off or something. This gets full of water. And the reason being, of course, is it slopes and it looks like it comes back up, and so it's trapped, which we don't want to do. We want to always we don't want to trap the water, which is just clearly trapped. Can't get over the hill.